What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our player ratings here on Anfield Agenda after Liverpool and Manchester United have drawn 2-2 at Old Trafford, a result that, while it puts a dent in our title ambitions, it certainly doesn't bury them. Arsenal lead the Premier League table now on goal difference. They have a 9-goal lead over us, but there's still 7 games to go and lots more twists and turns. So I've taken a little bit of time to process the game before I come on here to do the player rating. So I'm going to go through giving all the players, substitutes and manager a score out of 10, asking you guys to let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, but most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't give up on this league title yet. I know today was a frustrating day. I felt it as well, but there's lots more twists and turns still to go. My friends, we are being brought to you today with thanks to our friends at Manscaped. I do appreciate your support while I just go through this ad read real quick. There are lots of ways to do this pitch, but I like to say make sure that your grass and your pitch is playable with the summer coming up, and there's only one lawnmower that's fit for the job, and that is of course the Lawnmower 5.0 from the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Join myself and 10 million other men worldwide who trust Manscaped as their male grooming partner. The Lawnmower 5.0 features skin-safe technology. It's an ultra-electric trimmer that guards your family jewels against any grooming mishaps. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra also features Manscaped's 2 liquid formulations, the nose hair trimmer, which is called the Weed Whacker, and a couple of free gifts thrown in as well, the Shed Travel Bag and the Boxer Briefs 2.0, which are really, really comfy. If you want to treat that special man in your life, look no further. Our friends at Manscaped are giving you guys 20% off and free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com using our discount code you can see on the screen, Anfield20. Scan the QR code or put that code in at checkout, and thank you to our friends at Manscaped. Right, let's get into the ratings. We're going to start off with Queevy and Kelleher. So I've seen a couple of things in the chat. One, people trying to have a go with him for the Bruno Fernandes goal. Definitely not down to Kelleher. It was a good finish, and that's exactly where I expect Kelleher to be in that position, on the edge of his penalty area. In case there's a ball played through over the top, he needs to be there. So no qualms about that. Kobe Mainoo's goal, I just think was a fine goal from the young man. And again, I don't think Kelleher could have done too much about that. So today, I'm giving Kelleher a score of 7 out of 10. Moving to Connor Bradley, I thought he was really good in the first half, but then again, most of the guys were. I understood why Klopp took him off, picking up that early yellow card with the game starting to stretch a bit. We needed to have the ability for a potential tactical foul, which is why he made the change. So I'm going to give Connor Bradley today a score of 6 out of 10. Jelle Quanza. Look, he's going to get a low score because of the mistake, but I want to put it out there very clearly. He's a youngster. They'll make mistakes. It happens. Overall, Jelle Quanza has been fantastic this season. A great breakthrough season from the academy, and I hold no ill feeling whatsoever against the young man. But he did make a very big mistake today, and we need to acknowledge that in the ratings. So today, Quanza gets a 5 out of 10. But we win as a team, and we lose as a team. Got to put that out there. Next up is our captain, Virgil Van Dijk, and whatever way we dress this up, we are conceding way too many soft goals. Some of them mistakes from ourselves, other ones just lackadaisical. And there was an incident today that really riled me. I can't remember which United player it was. I think it may have been Garnacho. But Jelle Quanza and Virgil van Dijk both stood there in front of him and dropped back and back and back and back and back into the 18-yard box until eventually United got a shot away. And thankfully for us, it was a tame shot that was easily saved. But we need to be not afraid to put a tackle in and step forward and make somebody commit. So there are a few things we need to do, but we need to be better defensively, because yes, we can talk about the missed opportunities, and there was lots of them, but we also need to talk about the fact that we're conceding so many chances. So today, Virg, I wasn't overly pleased with, so I'm going to give him a score of 6 out of 10. Andy Robertson, I thought he actually had a very good game. Really, really good in the first half, and again in the second half kept going. Needs to learn how to shoot, because every time he comes on to the end of it, he's never even on target, but that's an argument for another day. Today, look, it's good to have Andy Robertson back in the team. It's good to see him starting to show signs of his old self again, but it's just part of a defence that's conceding too many soft goals. So today I'm going to give Robbo a score of 7, because as I mentioned, I do think he was probably the best performer from a defensive standpoint. Into midfield, Endo, well, I don't know if he was still carrying that knock, but, you know, he was okay in midfield today. I mean, there's a standout player in midfield who we'll move on to in a minute, but I thought Endo was okay. Nothing too great, nothing too poor. And again, understood entirely why Klopp took him off as we were going in search to try and get goals back. So for Endo today, I'm going to give him a score of 7. He's always solid, but today, nothing really stood out for me with Endo. But this man, Alexis Mac Allister, incredible. That first half midfield performance from him was near perfect. Second half, we dropped off a little bit and we didn't have the same impact on the game. We were chasing it a bit. Things got a bit stretched. The game got a bit chaotic. But Mac Allister is in a great moment, a great vein of form. And honestly, I can't speak highly enough of him. I love the man to bits and he's incredible. So today, even though we didn't get the win, I'm going to give him a good score of 8 out of 10. Next up, Dominic Szoboszlai. He's better than we're seeing. We know that. I said during the week I wouldn't start Dom in this game. I would have gone for Elliott or Jones. And Jurgen, I think, needs to learn from that. It's okay to admit if somebody's not in the greatest vein of form. Doesn't mean we don't rate Dominic Szoboszlai. Doesn't mean his future isn't going to be brilliant. But for whatever reason, there's 5% missing from Dom. And when that 5% is there and it clicks, he's a Rolls Royce and he's smooth to watch. But he didn't have a really poor game today. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that. But you can see that he's not himself. There's something that isn't just clicking, and when it does, I expect a lot more from him. So today I'm going to give him a score of 6 out of 10. Moving to the front line, Diaz was your Anfield Agenda man of the match, by the way, just pipping Alexis Mac Allister. I forgot to end the poll before the stream finished, but Lucho was your man of the match. Brilliant goal again from Lucho today. Good flick from Darwin. Lucho did the right thing, volleyed it down into the ground. And we opened the scoring, and let's be honest, at that point we thought we were going to go on and put United to the sword, but the wastefulness crept in. But today for Diaz, I'm going to give him a score of 8 out of 10, because along with Mac Allister, they were certainly for me the two standout performers. Now, the high scores end at this point, my friends, and Mohamed Salah is not himself and is being very wasteful. And yes, he scored the penalty, but to be fair, he should be scoring the penalty. And I don't want to be lazy about this, and I don't want to be overly critical of Mo, but he has been incredibly wasteful over the last few games, and I don't know why. I don't know if Father Time's catching up with him. I don't know if it's because he's observing Ramadan. I don't know if it's because there's a mental block. I don't know, but I do know he's missing way too many chances. Chances that he normally gobbles up. Chances that he would normally score with his eyes closed. And we can't ignore that. It isn't hate when somebody is constructively criticising a performance or a run of form. But people seem to think that Mohamed Salah is one player that is above criticism. He is not. He's shown respect because he deserves to be, but he was also very poor today, and we have to acknowledge that. So for me, Mo gets a score of 5 out of 10, and I think most people will agree. Next up, Darwin Nunes. Good flick for the goal, but again, another player who is being very wasteful. I prefer him on the left side of our attack when Jota's in, but when Jota's not in, putting him to the centre makes sense when you've got Diaz there as well. I don't know what it is about our players, but we waste an awful lot of shots. Today's shots were something like 24, 26, but only a handful on target. Whether our shots are being blocked or they're off target, we're just taking too much out of the ball. The thing that really got me about Darwin today was his decision making. It was poor. There was a couple of chances in the first half. One, he allowed the defender to get back and get a block in. Other, he misplaced a pass when Salah could have been through. And these are small details that matter when you don't go on to win the game. So I'm going to give him a score today of 5 out of 10 as well. Next up, Joe Gomez. I thought Joe did quite well when he came on. And as I've said, without Joe this season, I don't think we're in the position we're in because we wouldn't have had the ability to cover so many injuries. So today I thought Joe did well when he came on, and I'm giving him a score of 7 out of 10. Next up, Curtis Jones, who I thought maybe would have started the game, him or Elliott. But for once, I'm going to say we didn't really get the impact from the bench. You know, Jones and Elliott have been very good coming off the bench for us in recent times and really improved performances, but I didn't really see it today when they came on, and I don't know whether that's because the game was a bit frantic or the ante was up and the pressure was higher, but the substitutes Klopp made today just didn't have a positive impact in my humble opinion. Yes, Elliott won the penalty and I'm delighted for that, but again, that game should have been out of sight. So I'm going to give Curtis Jones a score of 6. Next up, Cody Gakpo. Thought Cody did quite well when he came on. Would have kept Darwin on there as well, if I'm being honest with you. The more attacking bodies we can have on there, the better in the final third when you're looking for a winner. But again, Klopp is the manager and you've got to respect his decisions, even if I don't agree with them all the time. But I thought Cody did quite well when he came on today. And yeah, good to see him. Hopefully his form keeps picking up. Got a great goal during the week. Today I'm going to give him a 7 from his cameo from the bench. Harvey Elliott, quite simply to me, should have started that game. And I think we would have had better control of it and created better opportunities. Although you could push back at me and say, Craig, creating opportunities wasn't the problem today. It was finishing them. And I guess that's fair enough. Look, I like Harvey Elliott. And I think he has to get a run soon. He deserves that opportunity. Him and Jones deserve to be on the other side of that midfield across from Alexis McAllister, because I think Szoboszlai, the minute, it's just lacking in a little bit. So for me, today I'm going to give Elliott a score of 6. And last up, our manager. I'm sure Jurgen Klopp has a reason why he made the changes he did, bringing in Quanza at centre-back. And I said before the game, I've no complaints about the team selection. I would have preferred... I don't actually mind Quanza starting at all, to be honest. We spoke about Canade previously being very easy to give away fouls, giving away a lot of free kicks in and around the halfway line and our penalty area. And maybe Klopp looked at that. Maybe Klopp just wanted fresh legs. So that one okay, but on the Szoboszlai one, I don't feel he should have started the game. And I think Klopp's substitutions were too late today. And Mohamed Salah should never have finished that game of football. I don't know what lesson it sends when we keep allowing him to be wasteful and not get pulled for it. But, maybe it came down to him or Darwin coming off and Klopp decided to go with Darwin. Again, you have to respect his decision making. So for Jurgen today, I'm giving him a score of 6. It can't keep happening at Old Trafford. We didn't learn the lessons and the manager needs to be responsible for that. So, my friends, that is my player ratings and manager rating today. You guys now have a chance to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this, I will be back live at 8:30 tonight when we've all had a chance to process the game and ask the question, what's the league title race going to look like over the next 7 games or so? Thank you for watching. Look forward to your comments. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.